All right, give it up then, Bowler. Give us an Emma McKeon set, sprint set. Come on.
Oh, well, there's just so many you can do. Like, just depends what you're trying to work. I think, there's sort of front end work or there's back end work.
Yeah, give us the front end, because we talk a lot about the back end. So give us a front end one you would do with her.
Well, I think it's just doing sort of speed work in training. I think, having Emma get up in training and without a suit on, trying to swim 24s and trying to do it with relative comfort. That takes a way to do that. You can't just get up and do it straight away. But, when she's swimming well, she's able to get up in training. I won't say on a regular basis, but she's able to get up without a suit on and swim 24 for a 50. And I think when you can do things like that in training, it gives you the confidence to be able to go out in 24 high, 25 0 feet on the wall the first 50. So I think, getting up and training, swimming those sorts of times fairly regularly. We do quite a few 25s, we do 35s, 50s. We do a lot of work on the harness, speed assisted work, trying to get their front end a little bit better. So, tying the harness to the end.
Bowley, do you still use those QAS charts that have all the time split ups and things like that?
Yeah, the QAS charts are a really good initiative. You're able to break down 35 metre splits of people who are swimming 51 or 52, and you can replicate those 35 metre efforts during training. So they're a good aid to training as well. Some examples of sets that we do, I guess, blocks of 350s where we go a 25 dive, 25 easy, that might be on 90. Then a push 35, 15 easy, that might be on 75. And then we go a 50 fast on the back of that, trying to hit back end speed. We might do an easy 300 metres between that and go through that 4 times. So the expectation on that for Emma would be, on the 25, she might be looking for 11 2s, 11 3s. On the 35, she might be down to 17s, 17 highs, 18 lows for a push. And on the 50s push, you like to see her under 26.5 at the end of it. So those sorts of sets, I think, are, probably a good way of developing both the front end speed and the back end speed together. So I think, they're the sorts of things that we do. And I think I mentioned to you last time we spoke, Hawke, just that little step test that we do that I found very good. And we normally do this short course meters where we go 4 100s on 130, and then 100 or 200 easy. Then she drops down to 3 100s, so 1 100 less on 145, trying to swim at a faster level, 200 or 300 meters easy, 2 100s on 2 minutes, trying to swim the fastest speed she can do for 2 100s back to back. Then a 3 or a 400 easy, and then 100 max from a push. And it's just nice to monitor that and see the improvement from when you start to when you finish over the course of the season, to see how, the average times on each one of those blocks gets a little bit faster as you go through. So I think it's, coming up with those sorts of sets that are going to challenge the athlete. I think what you can do is do those sets too many times. I think we as coaches have to come up with creative ways of trying to make the challenge a little bit different and new. Because if you keep repeating the same thing, it sort of becomes very mundane and tedious for the athletes to do.
Yeah,
so, to try and think of new ways of new ways of doing things.
I love it. It's beautiful.